Based on what we know today, we're optimistic about the remainder of the year, and we believe that the 2023 box office could exceed 2022 by more than 20%.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it.
What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about some life lessons that I had to teach my daughter, my ex-wife. As you can see, the revenue for AMC was $1.34 billion, okay? And Cinemark had $942 million, all right? We've got double the amount of theaters almost. Revenue per theater was $1.48 million for AMC and $1.833 million from Cinemark. Interesting. Cinemark just went through bankruptcy. Retail investors lost everything, and now it's controlled by the institutions. But during the quarter that ended June 30th, 2023, revenue per theater, Cinemark blew us out. The number of screens that we have is double, almost 99% and the revenues per screen was 133,000 versus 162,000. Now, I'm not just going to talk about these statistics, people. I'm going to let you hear what Adam Aaron had to say, and as he's talking, I'll interject certain things. We'll come back to this chart and look at it again, and then you're going to see that what Adam Aaron is showing retail investors, stockholders, how their stock is performing cannot add up to what he is saying. Now let's take a listen.
Today, for us to sell out of some of our movie-themed merchandise in the opening weekend of a movie's release. Movies run a lot longer than the first 72 hours, and I think our merchandise business would expand if we have greater supply to sell.
Now let's stop right there for a moment, real quick. He's talking about commemorative things that they sell at AMC whenever the new movies come out. I remember a tweet that he did concerning Ant-Man popcorn buckets, and they sold out and made thousands upon thousands. I didn't feel like going and look for the damn tweet. I don't want to have to scroll through 1,000 tweets of bullshit just to find the Ant-Man tweet. But y'all remember it. But I know that's not this quarter, but the point is the same. He's talking about the Ant-Man popcorn buckets. He's talking about the Barbie popcorn buckets and everything else. You know, the little convertible that you can get the popcorn in and bullshit. Listen, he just said we usually sell out within 72 hours of these special offerings that AMC has. And we make thousands upon thousands of dollars off of these items, okay? But here's the thing, people. He wants to take more money and purchase more merchandise like that people can purchase. All right? But here's the thing. I know. I didn't go to Harvard Business School, but I went to the School of Hard Knocks, and I was a network marketer, and I understand scarcity. On TV, you see it all the time. When they're selling a product, a time will come up and it'll start clicking down. You better get there now or you're going to miss out. That's called scarcity. And when you have only 72 hours that you're able to get into AMC theaters on the first weekend to go see this movie, and you can get these commemorative buckets, that is a marketing technique. You don't add to that, you build upon that. You better get there quick if you want these commemorative popcorn buckets, commemorative toys, blankets, whatever it is that we're going to sell. You only get it on the first weekend, so you better go now. All right, so now let's keep going. Because later in the earnings call, he makes the point of saying, if we had more money, here's what I would do. And I got a lot to say about that. One moment. Let's hear him out.
First, we need to spend some money to affect what I'll call deferred maintenance on some of our theaters. Uh, we've got, we pulled our capex spending way during the COVID impacted years. And we've seen examples of leaking roofs and breaking air conditioners and boilers that provide heat in the winter that are towards the end of their life cycle, and they're just breaking. They need to be repaired.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Now, when people were complaining that the air conditioners were out during the Sound of Freedom, he called that conspiracy. And yet here he is right now saying that the air conditioners are out. And later on, right before the end of the earnings call, he makes a statement that some of our theaters are cool. Y'all come on in and enjoy a movie this summer. So, it wasn't a conspiracy. The air conditioners are out in some of our theaters, and that people are complaining about them, and he doesn't want to address it. He wants to call it a conspiracy theory, but when he comes to talking about spending more money, we have air conditioners out, and we need to get those fixed. Yes, we do. This is not something that you should be putting off, Aaron. This is something that each movie theater should have a budget for. Control these types of things so that people don't have complaints. When they come into our theaters, they need to have a pleasant experience, not walk into a theater that's burning up hot because the air conditioners aren't working. So that right there is a very important thing that needs to be addressed, and each movie theater should be held accountable for the maintenance of their theaters. I'm just saying. Now, he's going to talk about the theater screens. Let's take a listen.
We have thousands of our screens where the movie projectors are getting towards the end of their useful life. And we are going to need to invest capital to replace those projectors. The good news of that, however, is we've already made the decision that when we replace these projectors, we're putting in laser projectors, and laser lighting is makes a much brighter, sharper picture on the screen, and it's quite an environmentally friendly initiative too.
Stop. Okay, time for a life lesson. One evening, I received a phone call from my daughter, and she says, "Dad, can you help me get a car?" And I said, "Yeah, baby, I can help you get a car. How much do you need?" She said, $1,500 down. And I said, no, wait a minute, darling. That's not how life works, okay? You don't get your first car with $1,500 down, okay? Your first car should cost you around $1,500 to $2,000. And if you need that, Daddy will give it to you. But that wasn't good enough for her. I want this car. I said, well, do you have a job? Do you have an income coming in? Can you support the car payment? Can you support the insurance payments? No. And what's going to happen is Dad's going to have to take on all these responsibilities until you do get a job. So I'll help you get a car, but you're not getting one that's $1,500 down. You get one that's $1,500, and you grow from there. That's called life. Same thing here. He's hollering about, we got to do these laser projectors and everything, and they're so environmental friendly. I remember those projectors. He put those projectors in the Saudi Arabian theaters and then turned around after he did that and sold the Saudi Arabian theaters for a loss. So, no, you have to use what you got, people. If you need to repair something, you repair it until we get on better footing and you have more income coming in, then you can afford some laser projectors. Until then, absolutely not. You work with what you got. But get them damn air conditions fixed.
Next, there are growth initiatives within our theaters. I've already mentioned on this call premium large format screens.
Stop. Now, he did mention the premium format screens earlier, the very beginning of the earnings call. Listen to what he said, then we're going to come back to the comparison chart, okay?
On so-called PLF screens, premium large format screens. As I mentioned earlier, a PLF screen grosses about 4 times a regular non-PLF screen. So it's kind of obvious that we're happy that we have more PLF screens than any other movie theater company in the world.
Stop. Did you hear him? He just said that we have more premium format screens than any other theater chain in the world, and that they generate 4 times the amount of revenue than a regular screen, and we just have to spend the extra money to put this in all of our theaters. Well, the next question I would have is, if we've got so many premium format screens and they bring in 4 times the amount of money as a regular screen, then how the fuck did Cinemark beat us revenues per screen? We only made $133,000 per screen, and Cinemark beat us by $162,000, and they don't have the premium format screens. So something's going on here, people, more than meets the eye. All right? Something's wrong with these revenues. If what he's telling the shareholders is true about needing these premium format screens and laser projectors and so forth and so on, then how did Cinemark, a company that just went through bankruptcy and had their theaters shut down, how the hell did they create more revenue per screen? And we've got double the amount of screens, and we've got premium format screens, and we got laser projectors in some theaters. How is that possible, people? Answer: it's not. He's lying to us. I don't know if the board is part of his scheme, but we're going to find out. So there's the first part of what I thought about the earnings call. He's full of shit. The money's not adding up. Now, y'all questioned me when I said that he was selling ape before it was supposed to be registered, and that we had money supposed to be on the books that ain't on the books. And here's an example of it right here. Plain and simple, Cinemark beat us with revenues per screen, and that's not possible, not according to what he's telling us. So with that, I'm going to cut this one short. I'll start the next video right now to update y'all on the rest of what I heard. People, he's full of shit. It's time for this man to go. You don't lie to us and then tell us we need more money from y'all. Bullshit. So with that, love y'all, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video coming up real soon.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing